Hello and welcome to FTL. I'm Twisted Logic. FTL stands for Faster Than Light. This game is pretty amazing. It came out in 2012. I'm gonna go to a new game here. I probably have around 800 hours in this game, but across multiple computers. This is the maybe second or third time I'm playing on my new computer here. I'm gonna rename the crew down here. So this is the Kestrel, the ship here, and we have 3 crew members. Customize, rename, Arist, accept. Just randomize a little bit. Clank. And Zuglar. Okay, so we have Urist, Clank, and Zuglar. You can get different ships. You have a randomized ship button here. I only have 2 ships unlocked at the moment, the Kestrel and another one. And if you've never played this game before, you should definitely keep watching because this game is amazing. If you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up, let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe for more videos. The ship itself has different systems which are down here. We have shields, engines, oxygen, weapons, medical, pilot, sensors, and doors. Door control. So we also have 2 weapons, a Burst Laser 2 and Artemis missile launcher. We don't have any drone systems or augmentations. And if we wanted to unlock Layout B, then we would complete at least 2 of these challenges. One of them is having 6 unique aliens on the Kestrel simultaneously. Another one is having 11 systems installed on the Kestrel cruiser at one time. And the final one is repair the ship back to full health when it only has 1 HP remaining. And then we also get a little trophy here if we take the ship all the way to the end of the game and beat the game. Without modifications, you go through a few different systems, and then the final system, you have the final encounter, and then you win or lose. So I'm going to start the game. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. And then we have some tips here. So this is now our ship in space. There is a modification that gives you like just beautiful space pictures for the backgrounds, but right now I'm playing just kind of default. I have my reactor here, which is the total power that I have for the ship, and I can move this around into different systems. As I power things down by right-clicking them, now the reactor's full of energy and the systems themselves are unpowered. The oxygen system here is unpowered, and if I look up here, this oxygen percentage is slowly going down. The crew can suffocate, so I'm going to turn that back on. So now oxygen is going to slowly go back up. And we have our crew right here. 3 right now, but I think it's a total of 8 crew. And each one has a different skill here. Combat skill, repair skill, weapon skill, shield skill, engineering skill, and piloting skills. I'm going to power up the engines. If the engine room is powered and also has a crew member there, Clank is in there right now, I'm going to get +5 evasion. So right now the engine is powered and our total evasion is 15%. If I were to move Clank to this other room here by box selecting and then right clicking, the evasion is now at 10%. Urist here is the pilot, and if I remove Urist from the pilot position, our evasion goes to 0. So if the pilot is not piloting the ship, or if the pilot station, the bridge, is damaged, then evasion is 0. The weapons can fire. I'm going to power up the weapon system, and I'm going to move. I'm just going to click and drag burst laser to the first slot here. Right click on Artemis, and then left click on burst laser. So now the burst laser comes out and it's powering up. You can see it here, or there's also a bar here, progress bar. Now it's ready. But if the weapons room is unmanned, the weapons can still fire, but they don't charge as fast. If I just hover over this, this is the status of the room. But if I move Zuglar back into the room here, manned is 10% faster charge. I believe that's also similar with shields. I'm gonna power them up. Manned is 10% faster recharge. Okay, so I think that I want to keep Zuglar in the weapons position right now. This button here is going to save the current positions, so I can box select the crew, move them, and then by clicking this button here, return crew to save positions, or I can press enter on the keyboard. They'll just return to where I saved them last. I'm going to power additional power into the engines to give me 20% evasion. And I think I'm going to go to this button right here for ship upgrades. I have 30 scrap, which is the money involved for buying ship upgrades, but also for buying things at the store. And sometimes you have to bribe people or pay for things. I'm going to put a point into engines here, and then accept. So now my scrap went down by half because it cost 15, and I have another slot in the engines here, which I'm going to power up. So now I have 25% evasion. If I go to this jump button right here, this is the faster than light drive. I'm now exposed to this map here. It's revealed. And there's different beacons across the map which I can jump to. So I'm going to jump over to one of these sectors. I'm just kind of looking around, absorbing the map right now. The goal of this, each sector is kind of, we're in sector 1 right now. It's a civilian sector, so it's kind of neutral as far as damage encounters go. You want to try to hit as many beacons in the sector before you get to the exit here. I think I'm going to hit these 3, then the distress, and then reevaluate from there. Each of the sectors, each of the beacons is going to be a random encounter, and we'll take a look right now. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. So we have 2 options here. I'm going to explore the asteroid field. You happen upon an abandoned mining site. A few mining drones were left behind and could be repurposed. So we got 1 drone control item and 25 scrap. Drone parts right here. Using a drone consumes a drone part. We don't have a drone control system, so we don't have to worry about that yet. We have 8 missiles, and we have 15 fuel. Each jump that we do is going to consume 1 piece of starship fuel. Let's go down here. You come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. You quickly receive a transmission from the pirates. Stay out of this fight, and we'll make it worth your while. We can accept their bribe of or we could try to be a hero and attack the pirate. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe for more videos. We're going to attack. Pirate ship stops the pursuit and locks weapons on your ship. Okay, continue. Now I can press space to pause and unpause the game. And while the game is paused, I can kind of tell the crew to do different things. I can tell them to station in a different room. I'm going to keep everybody where they are right now, but I can also select my weapon systems here and target their ship. The pirate fighter here, it's a hostile. Looks like they have a missile launcher and some kind of laser here. So I'm going to target my Burst Laser 2 on their weapon systems. I'm going to turn auto fire on. I'm going to power up. Oh, okay, so I don't have an extra power bar yet. I'm going to take power out of oxygen by right-clicking it, put it into the Artemis missile, and then fire that at their engines, and then unpause. Now I can do all of that without pausing the game. It's how you want to play, if you want to pause the game or not. I don't normally do that. Sometimes I will. Okay, that sound right there means I breached the hull. So they have a hole in the floor there that they have to repair before they can repair the engine. And their oxygen is slowly coming out of the room. I retarget my missile at their oxygen system here. Lasers I'll keep the same. They give us a more generous bribe, but we're rejecting the offer. Now I'm going to disable my rockets because the pirate explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You examine the ship you just saved. You go to examine the ship you just saved. Continue. Upon closer inspection, you realize the ship under attack was a rebel scout. It's too damaged to put up a match of a fight. Destroy the ship and salvage it, or use the leverage you gained by saving their lives to convince them to delay the pursuing fleet. I'm going to destroy the ship. And now we got some fuel, missiles, and scrap. So now you'll see this right here advance on the map, and I'll explain that in the next few jumps. It's basically the rebel scouts. Okay, this is a rebel invader. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. Continue. The rebel fleet is pursuing us. They are powering up their FTL. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet about your position. So if they get away, then the rebels are going to move, get kind of an extra move on the map. I'm going to target their engines with both of my weapon systems here, so I don't want them getting away. Zuglar's gaining some weapon skill as well. And now he's going to gain a little bit of repair skill. Okay, sensors are offline. That's okay though. Put that on the pilot. The missiles will penetrate. They have the missiles have a shield penetration. Okay, great. We destroyed them. Their ship breaks apart, and you are revealed to know that you are still one step ahead of the fleet. Oh, great. I need some more coffee here. Urist is going to repair the sensors. Send Zuglar to medical and power that. Okay, back to positions. Jump. Okay, so now we can start to see this right here. This is the Rebel advance on the map. And as this, this is where they're going to be, the next jump, and this is where they are right now. So once they start, once the systems start becoming part of this right here, they become more dangerous. A small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. If I run out of fuel, I'm going to be in a similar situation. But right now I have 17. I'll give them fuel. Continue. They upgraded my reactor by 1, which is great. Thank you. Perhaps as a payment, our engineer can try and optimize your ship's reactor output. Excellent. So now I have an extra power bar, which I'm going to put into the engine right now. And I have 83 scrap, so I'm going to go into this ship screen. And I'll do 2 points in shields and 1 point in power, and that's all I can afford. Accept. So now, the shields you have to do 2 power bars per shield level. So now I have 2 shield levels. If I take power out of that, it's going to take 2 power out, and it's going to drop the shields by 1. Okay. So I think I'm going to go here. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you, "Stay out of this or you'll be next." Concentrate fire on, and we're going to attack the pirate. You asked for it. They pull away from the planet and move in to engage. Burst lasers on their engines. We'll put Artemis on their weapon system. Okay, our oxygen is damaged. They look like they don't want to fight. They're trying to escape. So right away, okay, their engines are damaged. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just wait a second and then we can repair oxygen because it's still pretty good. There we go. Clank and Zuglar are going to fix the oxygen. The pirate's gone. You signal the station. We appreciate what you have done. But there's just but there'll be another ship just looking for profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. That's great. 47 scrap. Hull's damaged a little bit. Fuel's good. So now the rebels have control of these locations here. It's very dangerous what happens. Probably at some point I'll be in some kind of rebel-controlled sector, so we'll see that when it happens. You jump into an unremarkable system, no life signs detected within the scanning range. So nothing at this one. This is a nebula here. I'm gonna jump there. You've arrived in the nebula and immediately receive a message from an unknown source. Prepare to be boarded. With the static from the nebula, there's no way to tell where they came from, but you hear shots fired from on board the ship, and there's intruders on board. Okay. So I got 2 intruders here, and they're in the weapons room with Zuglar, so Clank and Zuglar, I'm going to move them to medical. And I'm going to open up these doors here. Urst is going to go to door control. When door control is manned, the doors get upgraded. Right now they're normal doors, but when Earth takes over door control, they're going to be upgraded to blast doors. And the oxygen is being vented out. So in a couple seconds, they're going to be banging on this door. Now it's flashing. So they're trying to break through this door. They're no longer attacking the system here. We're also going to open these doors up. So that damaged them. Close all the doors. That damaged them significantly from low oxygen damage before they got in the room. We're fighting in medical here. I'm going to power it up so that way Clank and Zuglar are going to be healed as they fight. So you can see their HP kind of going up and down as they take hits and as they're healed. And now the intruders are gone. And oxygen's starting to fill back up a little bit. And we're going to return the crew to their positions. In the nebula here, the sensors kind of get messed up. They're not functioning. So the only rooms that I can see inside of and know what's in the room is the rooms that my crew are in. And also the rebel fleet advances more slowly towards the position while I'm in the nebula. So if I go to jump here, this is where the rebels are, this is where they're going to be. This is less distant here. There's a store right here. So I think maybe I'll hit these two nebula spots and then go to the store. Because if I get more scrap, I might be able to actually get something useful from the store. Without active sensors, you have no other option but to look out for the viewports in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. So nothing in this sector. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. I can manually search the wreckage for survivors and equipment, or avoid risk. I'm going to manually search the wreckage. Within the ship graveyard, you find one ship that seemingly relatively untouched. That seems relatively untouched. On board, you find a unconscious passenger and take them back to the ship. Once awake, they offer to join your crew in thanks. Mikhail here. Mikhail's a mantis. Continue. Okay, so we got Mikhail, and Mikhail is a mantis creature. He's got, I'm gonna send him to Shields. He's a mantis alien. He has a little bit of a bonus with his combat. So any intruders, we're gonna send Mikhail. And looks like we can't jump because we don't have engine power. So I'm gonna take some out of shields and put it into engines. We're gonna jump. And 59 scrap. I think we go here. I'm gonna go to this beacon first before I go to the store. See if I can get a little bit more scrap. Okay, now this can be dangerous. This, we're pretty close to a sun right here, a star, and that's gonna, it's gonna periodically put out solar flares, which may cause fires on the ship, and also damage systems. You've arrived at the beacon. You find yourself dangerously close to a star. An automated rebel ship, impervious to the heat, moves in to engage. Continue. So I'm just gonna repower the shields, engines, and weapons. And it looks like they have a drone here, a drone control system here. They also have a laser. They have shields, engines. I'm going to target their drone control, and I'll also take 1 point out of engines, put it into the Artemis missile, and I'll target their engines. So that drone flying around is just kind of shoots. That's if I pause the game and hover over it, it's a combat drone. Repeatedly attacks the ship, and you can shut it down by destroying their drone control. Okay, so burst laser, I'm going to retarget on their weapon system. Now that's going to slowly repair, and so is their engine. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Continue. However, we have a solar flare imminent. And so, since there's a hazard in this area, see, now we have fires. Since there's a hazard here, we still have to wait for the FTL to drive. If this was, if there was no other hazard, the FTL would just autofill. Clank and Zuglar, we're going to put out oxygen here, the fire in the oxygen room, and I'm going to send Mikhail to this empty room here. I'm going to jump. Now this was the store. I don't know if I jump there, I don't know if it'll be the store or not. See, it's not the store now, it's rebel controlled. Not a good spot to be in. The rebel fleet has found you. A nearby scout turns to engage. The cruisers in the distance are firing on you. Continue. So now all these ships in the distance are going to be firing at me, as well as this ship. And really the only thing I can do is target their weapon systems here to try to... Because this is a pretty powerful ship here, right here. We have 2 shield levels and 3 different weapons. We're going to target their weapon systems, and we have to wait for the FTL to charge and then try and flee. Even if we destroy this ship, this is a dangerous location. Zuglar's going to go to this room, and Clank is going to go back to engineering. Now the fire spreads as well. We have another fire. Okay, so these two are going to go here, and I'm going to vent oxygen out of this room. Try to put this fire out with low oxygen. Really gotta get those two to medical as well. Okay. Mikhail's going to medical. Zuglar's going to go to medical, and I'm going to try to vent here as well. Okay, we're almost there. Jump. So if I go to this this beacon here, the rebels are about to gain control of it. I can really only go back to this explored location, which I think is the sun. No, okay, good. Okay, just gonna close all the doors. So not the best spot to be in. As far as the map goes, we'll have to go here. By the time we get to this location, the rebels may be taking it, and then the exit as well, so we have to repair weapons and hope for the best. I'll upgrade the ship a little bit. Engines, power, and I'll do autopilot as well. So that's going to give me a little bit more evasion. The autopilot, upgrading adds autopilot that allows some evasion even without a pilot. So we're gonna go to slot 2 right now, level 2. So our evasion's at 30% right now, which, I mean, with two shield 2 shield levels and 30% evasion in the first sector is pretty good. Save the crew positions. You've detected an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. We're going to intervene and defend the outpost. Detecting a higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage my ship. We need more power. We have a beam weapon here. The beam weapon needs to be able to penetrate the shield, so if the shields never go down, if the shields don't go down, the beam weapon can't damage me. Which, I don't think this drone can beat both of my levels. I think it can only take one out at a time before it can fire again. So we're actually relatively safe at this point. So I'm not attacking them. Not attacking the automated ship. Their beam weapon can't penetrate my shield, and the drone here, I don't think it fires fast enough to get both levels down. So we're relatively safe, even though we're being attacked. And what's happening here now is Clank is, evasion's going up, and so is Urist's piloting skill. Every time there's a miss, see, he got more pilot skill. When the yellow bar fills over the green bar, then in both of these skills, the pilot and engineering skill, then they're going to be at max level for piloting and engineering. And in this situation right here, potentially I could train up everybody to be max in engineering and piloting. That would require kind of like a decent amount of AFK time, where I would, after Urist and Clank are leveled to max, I would switch them, and then, you know, maybe go for a run around the block or something like that, or play some cell phone video game. And then when they're leveled up again, then maybe Zuglar and Mikhail can be the pilot and engineer. But we're going to power up the weapons and just target their engine room. So our evasion now is going up to 34. Every time there's a miss. There we go. There we go. 40% evasion. Clank's full engineering skill, and Urist is a full pilot skill. Ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. We got some scrap, drone parts, and a missile. Yeah, so we're going to have 2 sectors here. That's going to be a little bit dangerous. Before I jump, I'm just going to heal up Clank. I'm also going to go into the ship screen here and buy another power bar. So now I can have medical powered as well, and or the Artemis. I'm going to power up the Artemis. when I jump here, the weapons are the weapon status are going to be reset when I jump, so they're going to have to recharge. And Zugler and Mikhail here are going to... I just have them selected so I can move them in case we get a breach or something. Oh, they got a garbage cannon as well. Okay, we're in pretty much the same situation here. We breached their hull there, which is good because this weapon right here is pretty dangerous. Okay, next sector. So sector 2 now. We can choose between a civilian sector or a civilian sector. I think I'm going to go with the civilian sector. And we're out of missiles now. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels can catch you. So it's pretty much the same thing, but now we have a whole new sector now. We got a store right here, which... can't really afford anything. Do I have anything to sell? I mean, I could sell the Artemis here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to buy anything. I could go there to repair and buy fuel, maybe. I think I'm just going to pass the store up. I'll go to this beacon. We'll see. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, they're not firing yet, and we're going to intervene. What's going on here? Oh, because I'm out of missiles. So they just teleported a bomb on board. That's this weapon right here. I missed. To target their engines. Damn. Okay. Kel's gonna help him repair. So Mikhail's gonna go there. Ship breaks apart, you quickly salvage what you can. The outpost hails you. The pompous bastards expect free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. Thanks. got 58 scrap here. So let me, maybe I will check out that store. So these are rock men. They are immune to fire. They have 150 health instead of 100, but their movement speed is halved. They're really good for engineering or pilot positions. The augmentations here, repair arm, repairs your hull every time you collect scrap, but reduces scrap collected by 15%. Fire suppression automatically puts out fires through the ship. That's a good one. The battery charger backup battery time lock is halved. Let's go to page 2. They have a garbage cannon here, which I want. This is the flak gun Mark 1. Requires 2 power, charge time 10 seconds, shots per charge is 3. Can't buy it. But if I go to, although Hull Laser 2 is really good as well. Required power is 3 though. So if I sell this, I'm going to get 19 for the sell value here. So I'm going to click and hold, and then just move it over here. Buy this. Excellent. So now I need to upgrade my weapons. Zuglar's going to help him fix the shields. But if I upgrade my weapons, another bar, and then so this tab here. So 35 scrap I can upgrade to get another weapon bar here, and for more system power. And then I can have the burst laser and the flak active at the same time, which is going to be pretty good. Less of a... Okay, so if I go here... Yeah. Okay, so this is a black market hub where I could sell missiles. But I don't have any. I don't have enough to sell. There's only one ship at this beacon, and it's showing heavy damage. You receive a message on your console. Greetings, traveler. We are crippled by a band of pirates and now forced to sell our remaining valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. So they're just selling parts of their ship here. Page 2. Long-range scanners. I want those. And there's some crew here for sale, but I'm gonna fix and maybe buy some fuel. Now I'm out of scrap, so I'm broke too. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings, our supplies of mining explosive have run out since the rebels blockaded the system. Do you have any extra explosives?" No, I don't. Sorry. I understand. Good luck out there. We'll try to make do with what we have. Yeah, me too. The nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty. A rudimentary automated planetary defense system is looping its message into space. Warning, quarantine level 5 in effect under FHA Act 22, Article 11.22. Warning, quarantine level 5. Okay, continue. So, just stay away from those guys. We're gonna jump into this nebula, maybe? Let me just see if I can... When I hover over the beacons here, it tells me what other beacons I can access from it. Okay, so I was gonna try to go over here, but it looks like I can't get to the exit from there. So I think I'm gonna have to skip these two. So I'll just loop down like this, come up, and then see what I can hit up there. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside the asteroid field. It immediately moves in to attack. Turn and fight. So we're in an asteroid field. I'm going to target their shields. Asteroids are going to randomly hit each of our shields. Oh, I'm going to return to positions as well. They have one of those garbage cannons as well. They missed us. Oh, their shields are down now, so the asteroids are going to give some extra damage. They're trying to escape, so I'm going to focus my attack on their engines. Oh no. Okay. There they go. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful material. Excellent. I'm going to jump over to this nebula. 25 scrap. Okay. There's no encounter. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that they are attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. We're going to attack them. And we're going to target their engines. Now this ship here has a special shield that I have to take out before I can get to their normal shield, which is right here. So I was hit with a ion weapon, so it's partially locked shields. Their engines are now down. I think we got them. One or two more hits. You detect a faint life signature from an intact piece of the hull. They were transporting prisoners, but the sole survivor offers to join your crew as a first step on their path to get revenge. Nicola, Rockman. 13 scrap, 1 drone part, and 2 fuel. Excellent. So Nicola... Let's see here. Zuglar is not really that trained in weapons, so I'm going to move Nicola to weapon systems and Zuglar to door control. Actually, let's see what sensors. Door control. If I move I'll keep them in sensors just so you can see it, but. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 more point into weapon systems. Now we have more system power, and we can potentially, if we take some power out of engines, we could put it into weapons, and now we have 2 weapons active. But the next... Alright, so I'm going to have to skip those 2. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Yeah, so another one of these toll bandits. I'm going to reject their offer and attack them. Now, since we have a Zuglar in the sensor room, we can see inside their ship. And it looks like Magmar here is going to this teleporter room. So... Zuglar and Mikhail here are going to deal with him when he comes. Do they have a clone bay? No, they don't. Okay. And flak 1. So this is kind of a rough aiming with this flak cannon. It's kind of a garbage cannon. And so this red circle is going to potentially be the damage area. I'm going to target their... I'll target their engines with the garbage cannon and the burst laser on their weapon systems. If I target their teleporter and damage that, he's not going to be able to teleport out. If I damage it. Oh, I think he may have. Zuglar sensors, Gal shields, Nicola weapons, safe positions. Flak cannon on the engines, burst laser, pilot. We're not going to accept their surrender. Okay, so what I'm going to do is buy a power. Jump to the exit. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You've detected an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. We're going to intervene. Burst laser on... so now that Zuglar's and sensors, we can see inside the automated ship and there's no crew. They have a beam drone here, and they have a... is it a beam weapon as well? That's a fire beam, and this, I'm not sure what beam that is, but yeah. So the beam weapons can't damage the shields at all. So we're pretty much 100% safe. We'll target their engines. And there we go. The outpost thanks us as well. Some extra scrap. Now, I'm going to jump to this distress and then jump back to the exit. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help. We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Okay. This is a risky... The giant alien spiders here is a high risk, high reward option. I may lose a crew member here. I'm gonna send the crew to help. Clank is gone. Your crew boards the station, cautiously moving between corridors. Suddenly, a man-sized arachnid bursts from a vent in the ceiling, followed by countless more. You fight your way back to the airlock and are forced to leave before accounting for all your crew members. Not everybody made it back. Clank is gone. So Nicola here, I'm gonna transfer to engineering. Mikhail's gonna stay at shields, and Zuglar go back to weapons, and we'll save the positions. jump back to the exit. And we're just going to attack this ship's weapon systems until our FTL is charged up. Okay, so we can go to the Zoltan homeworld or the Uncharted Nebula. I think I'm gonna... the green color here is kind of friendly. The Nebula is kind of random, and the red is kind of hostile. Even though it's friendly, I'm still gonna get attacked. But I'm gonna go to the Zoltan homeworld. If I can get a Zoltan crew member, that'd be nice. Zoltan patrol their borders, but let you pass when you ID as Federation. Let's hope they won't be so courteous to the rebels. Okay, I'm gonna try to go to the southern part of the beacon map. Intruders on board here. So a team of border police beam on board. There's just a little confusion over my weapon licenses, and things escalate rapidly from a heated discussion to gunfire. We have intruders on board. The Sultans here have a little bit less HP, I believe. I'm going to send the Mantis over to engineering. Cal and garbage cannon on their, let's see, on their weapon systems, because I may actually hit the pilot or oxygen as well, and the burst laser on their engines. Okay, there's 4 now attacking the Nicola, so Zuglar and Mikhail are going to join in. Things aren't looking too good with that fight. Oh, you know what? The Zoltan's there. Okay, one of them died. Zuglar's got to leave the room immediately. Good, get to medical. Everybody's got to get to medical there. I'm gonna vent these. I'm gonna vent this room of oxygen. And open these doors as well. And take some power off, put it into medical. Ship explodes, leaving behind some scrap material. Excellent. Once they get healed up, Earth needs to be healed as well. Okay. Excellent. 83 scrap. I'll buy another power. And, by door control. So we're going to upgrade to blast doors. I'm going to store right here too. That's okay. We found you at last. Prepare to die. Okay, so this is a is a border drone. It shoots out like a rocket, breaches the room, and then the drone itself is a combatant. And I open up these doors here so that way the breach here doesn't remove as much oxygen from the room. These ones as well. Will not accept surrender. Okay, Zuglar and Nicola. They're going to medical. Hopefully medical doesn't get hit. Burst laser on their weapon system. I got a breach right here, which is removing the oxygen from the room. And oxygen is slowly going down still. Is it spreading? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the breach right here needs to be fixed. Oxygen slowly going back up. Bought another upgrade. Now the oxygen's going to fill a little faster, and now the oxygen room can also take another hit of damage before it's completely out. Without active sensors, you have no other option but to look out the viewports in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. I guess I'll stop by the store just to get some points in repair. But okay. The Zoltan are fascinated by other species and have set up something of an alien knick-knack shop here. Why not take a look? So I could buy cloaking if I had enough money, which is really great. Battery backup's pretty good. Mind control is pretty good as well. I really do like the mind control. Scrap recovery arm allows ship to collect 10% more scrap from any source, which if I get it this early is pretty good. Do I have anything to sell? No. Long range scanners I like. Ion charger, pike beam, and a firebomb. And then I can also hire a crew. This is a slug, Philip, and these two are Zoltans. So the Zoltans, when they're in a room, they provide 1 bar of power to that room, but their max HP is reduced by 70, or reduced to 70. And there's 15 damage to enemy crew on death. I forgot about that. So when you're fighting them and they die, they cause 15 damage because they explode. The slugs here have telepathic powers, revealing rooms and life forms even when sensors are down, and they're immune to mind control. I'm just gonna get some, just put some, just fixed up the hole there, or full power, full ship health now. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, it's impossible to tell what's inside. We're going to attack. I should have fixed up the weapon systems a little bit better first. That's okay. So we got 37 scrap there, and we're going to investigate the station. The station was apparently designed to outfit rebel ships with drone systems. We find a functional schematic. So we got a shield overcharger, which we can sell, or if we get a drone system installed, we can use it. And that's going to be a drone that repowers shields. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk your leaving with their coordinates and open fire. So I don't think they're gonna try to escape, so I'm gonna attack their shields as well. You arrived at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis, sleep, and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has time to undergo a few scans. We'll do the risky choice here and participate in the study. As soon as you dock, parrots burst on board, and a hostile ship appears on the radar. You hear the Zoltans yell in the distance. We're being held hostage. Intruders on board. Okay. So we have two intruders here, a Zoltan and a Rock man. I'm going to target their engines with the flak cannon, and they have a drone here too. Combat drone 1. A small laser here, and their pilot with the burst laser. Now the door controls have been upgraded, so the blast doors here they have to fight a little bit to get through. I'll send the Mantis over here. Rockman will come in too. After we contact the research station, thank you for rescuing us. They held us hostage to ambush unsuspecting passerby. Please take this. And they give us 1 missile, 1 drone port, 20 scrap, and an anti-ship beam drone 2. We have a decent amount of scrap here. So I kind of want to find a store, but I'm going to have to heal these two. great. A Zoltan Academy site docked just outside the beacon perimeter. They're happy to show you the fruits of their labor and offer something to take home with you. And we got a 17 scrap here and an augment automated reloader. If I go to the ship here and then this last tab, the automated reloader here, the cooldown between weapon shots is improved by 10%, so the weapons are going to shoot a little faster. And then the beam 2 here requires power 3. Combat drone that repeatedly attacks with a large beam weapon. And the shield here is required power 3, creates a single super shield barrier periodically. Oh, okay, so I thought it was recharging the shields faster, but it's making the super shield barrier, which is pretty good. But I don't have a drone system here, so those are pretty much useless until I get one. We have a store right here. I think that'll still be a store if I get there. I'm gonna try it. A Mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate their black market trade without detection. Worth a look. Yep. Okay. So drone control, cloaking, and a battery backup are the systems they offer. We have 2 humans and a Mantis for sale. And they have some, this one has some skill here. He's got a 10% faster repair, and the Mantis is skilled in weapons. Page 2. We have a whole beam, healing burst, and a Vulcan. This chain Vulcan, I want that. This requires power of 4. This laser weapon takes a long time to warm up. Each time it fires, it decreases the cooldown, eventually being able to take down any amount of shields. Required power 4. Charging time is 11.1 seconds. Chain power is faster charge. Chain charge cap is 1.1 seconds. Shot per charge is 1. Normal damage 1. And fire chance is low. I'm buying this. And I'm going to go to sell. And I'm going to sell the 2 drones. The automated reloader I'm going to keep. Page 1. I'm gonna buy some fuel here. I only have 5 fuel, but with the Vulcan here and the automated reloader, it's gonna be devastating. I might actually be able to beat the game with that. Although we're going to need to upgrade our weapons a little bit. So every time I upgrade, the price goes up. That's okay, I'm going to put 1 point into it so that way I can at least take 1 damage before the Vulcan goes down and I have to switch to the burst laser or the flak cannon. And I'll also buy some power here, the power bar. I want to fight now. Oh great, here we go. A rebel autonomous scout is exploring this beacon. You attempt to hide behind a nearby moon. The ship finds you and begins the assault. We're going to put the Vulcan... okay, so they have hacking. Hopefully they're not hacking weapons. They have a beam laser and beam weapon and some kind of... I'm not sure what that is. But I'm going to target the Vulcan on their engine here, and now it's pretty cool now. Oh, so they're hacking my engine systems. So my evasion's temporarily at 0. I think I'll pin down weapons instead. This Vulcan is great though. So now the charge time is going to go down every time it fires. It's at +2 right now. +3. +4. And there it goes. And I'm going to actually switch over to engines. Oh, okay. Excellent. Just try to get as much scrap in this system before I get to the next one. Oh, so now he's cloaked. This auto scout is cloaked. Can't target anything while it's cloaked. They have a missile launcher. I'm going to target their cloaking system. Oxygen took 1 point of damage, so it's still functioning. My weapon can also only charge when I can see the ship. Once the ship cloaks, the weapon won't be able to fire again. It'll kind of wait, so this is like a targeting. So now the ship's cloaked again, and there's no target available, so I'll open up these doors to vent the oxygen and put the fire out. Okay, their cloaking's down. I'm gonna retarget the weapons. Oh, this ship has pretty high evasion here. I'm gonna have to target their engines. 75 now. So I'll put another point in weapons, and now I have a burst laser and the Vulcan, and I'll move the burst laser to first position here. Repair the oxygen. Close the doors. Okay, excellent. What appears to be a Zoltan science ship requests permission to dock. We'll dock with them. You allow them to approach, but are caught unaware when they open fire. Okay. So the burst laser on their weapon system and the Vulcan on their engines. The Zoltan captain sends an urgent request. Wait. This was all a test. A test that you passed. A diverse crew working together, surely a sight to warm the heart of any dispassionate observer. Come, I shall join your crew. Continue. So Maxim here is a Zoltan crew member. And if I move him over to medical here, I'm going to depower medical. And then I'll move him into the medical bay. And that's going to give a yellow power bar in medical. And that's one of the effects that the Zoltan crew members do. So whatever room they're in, they also power. So if I take some power out of engines, even if they're not working in the room, but they're in the room, it's going to give me 1 power bar of engine power. Put them in weapons, and Zuglar here can go to maybe sensors or door control. And we'll save the positions. just have to be careful about moving him around because is that his skill? Yeah, weapon skill. Because it's going to mess with the power. Oh, the exit's up here. So I'll go to this beacon, then here, then here. Asteroid belt. Burst laser on the shields, and Vulcan on the shields. Burst took some damage a little bit, fixing up the pilot station. And the Vulcan's about to start. There we go. That'll be a distress signal up here. But the Vulcan gun will be a little bit better once we start fighting some more powerful enemies. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Depending on my crew here and systems on the ship, I may have additional options listed here. But we don't have any of those right now, so we're going to promise to help. And consider my options. The only thing we can really do is fire upon the defense system. You fire a few volleys from a distance, and it's clear the defense system is no match for your weapons. However, the station does not seem happy with your solution. You salvage what you can and jump before there is trouble. We got emergency respirators augmentation, which is great. I kind of wanted that one. There are better augmentations, like if we can actually get a second automated reloader and make our weapons even faster. But this is better than nothing. Crew takes half damage from low oxygen. We're gonna have to jump back. Oh, that's okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let me fix oxygen first. And Urst will go to heal. So I just target all the weapons onto, we got an intruder. I'll actually open this door so we can get into medical. And I'm gonna move, Mikhail into medical. So Mikhail has, increased damage, as a mantis, and then he's also being healed. try to repair the breach here, and I'll try to repair that breach to the hole here once we get to the next sector. One more. Hole's not doing so great either. Just attack their weapon systems. The Vulcan is offline, so burst laser only. Oxygen's on, right? Okay. Get to medical. We got a fire in medical now. It's tense, but I got it. Next sector. So Rebel controlled or Mantis controlled? If I go to the Mantis controlled here, the next sector will be a choice between two civilians, but I kind of want to go to this nebula here, so I'm going to go to the Rebel controlled sector. Okay, I'm just going to fix up the ship now. Return to positions, close the doors. Let's see here. Let's see. Sector 4, Rebel controlled. Repower the Vulcan here. Federation encrypted signal is being broadcasted from a nearby planet. Send an away party to investigate, or it could be a trap. Let's investigate. You find a secret Federation outpost. They are regrettably out of supplies and are eager to tell you of another secret base. They give you coordinates, and a quest marker has been added to my map. Excellent. Repower the Vulcan here, and oxygen. So we have the quest marker right here. Let me go to the store. You've arrived at a small space station that is putting out wideband broadcast on black market channels. You doubt they would turn down any business, regardless of allegiances. I'm going to continue. Oh, this augmentation goes with the hacking system. That's kind of cool. All the crew inside a room during a hack pulse will be stunned as well. Distraction buoys. Leave a false signal at sector start to delay Rebel by 1 jump. Crews become fully healed by teleportation. I don't have a teleportation system. And I have 3 different humans that I could purchase or hire. But I need to heal the ship. I need to fix up the ship here. I'll just take a look at page 2. Hull smash laser here is pretty good. fix it up a little bit, not too much though. Not all the way. And distress signal. Unvisited nebula. It appears that an automated rebel scout was positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. I'm going to continue. Ship starts powering up its FTL drive. If it gets away, no doubt, it'll warn the fleet. So we're going to fire on the Vulcan on their engines and the burst laser on their autopilot here. They have an attack drone here, ion weapon, and a beam weapon. That Vulcan's so good. You enter a system bustling with rebel activity. Supply freighters and resupply stations are dwarfed by a few heavy warships. Luckily, no one seems to be paying attention to small cruisers. No ships are scanning or messaging you. Okay, so a non-event there. We'll go into the nebula. Another non-event, but we have a store here, a distress signal, and I want to get over to that quest marker and the exit. You happen upon the remains of a space station. It has been mostly picked clean, but there's a few materials that will aid you. Okay, distress signal. You find the source of the distress call, small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and it's threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. So this is one of the special options here, the rock crew. We could say the rock crew members are immune to fire damage. So we're going to send the rock crew member in. Your rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. It disperses as much fire suppressant as possible into the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fire starts to die down. Contact the survivors. So we gotta augment here a drone recovery arm and 56 scrap, which is great. So we'll stop by the store. We got a resupply station used by rebels and civilian alike. You transmit your fake ship identification, and for once they don't seem to recognize your ship. You try to assume the air of a local as you prepare to dock. Long-range scanners. I'm gonna sell the drone recovery arm and buy the long-range scanners here, and fix the ship up all the way. I'll take some fuel, and they don't have a page 2. Not the store, the ship menu. I'll buy more advanced sensors now, and I'd like to either get engines or shields higher level. I have enough to either get engines or shields to the next level. Well, shields will require 2 purchases, but the engines will level up with each purchase. think I'm gonna go for evasion. So 45% evasion now. And when Nicola levels up, the evasion will go up a little bit higher than that too. So now I have long-range scanners here, so I can get a little bit more information about the beacons around me. I need to get to that quest right there. You discover one of the rebels' automated scouts. The ship's AI wastes no time engaging your ship. The ship starts to power up its FTL drive to get away. Okay. They don't have shields, so pilot and engines. Oh, there we go, 48% evasion now. Sensors are down. Just gonna fix them up. Ship breaks apart and you feel relief in the knowledge that you will hopefully still be one step ahead of the fleet. Oh, shields are damaged. By following the directions given to you, you find a well-disguised outpost. You are welcomed by a friendly face who offers to assist you in your quest by joining your crew. Tak joins the crew. He's an NG. The NG aliens are kind of weak in combat, but they're good at repairing things. I'm going to give him, let's see here. I kind of want to give him the shield station, but I'll leave him in sensors for now. You arrived at the long-range beacon. Debris from a battlefield are scattered around the system. A few pieces bounce against your ship. Passively scan and discover there's a functional weapon among them. We got a burst laser Mark 1. Let's just take a look at that. Burst laser, move this over here so we can compare the two. This has shots per charge 3, and this has shots per charge 2. The time to shoot is 1 second shorter. So maybe we'll sell that. I'll go to the next sector. The slug-controlled nebula. Nebula is home to telepathic slugs. They'll sell their own slime for creative scrap, but they prefer just to take it. A possible ship here. This beacon marks a small gap in the nebula. No colonies or ships scanned in the distance. It's rare for slugs to stay exposed in open space for long periods. The ship here must be lost or just passing through, but either way, it moves to attack. Power up the shields. That missile system. Now that I have Tak in the sensors here, I have level 3 sensors, so I can see their weapons charging as well. The burst laser on there. weapons and the Vulcan on their shields. And I'll have to switch the Vulcan. There we go. Ugh. Okay, they seem to be wanting to leave. We will not accept surrender, and then we're going to switch over to pilot and engines. Excellent. It's not unusual to feel paranoid in slug-controlled nebula, but for once, it's unfounded. So, this is a non-event. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more videos.